Hello, this is Kylie from Hello Crafter, and this is the first of our designs for our Peaceful Place Stamp a Dozen class, and it's a nice simple one, and it's a square format card, slightly larger than the normal card, so it's a little bit special. We've got a white piece that you can stamp on for the inside as well, so I'm just going to show you how we've made that with the papers. Now, because my class was so popular, I don't actually have any of the sheets, the full sheets of paper left actually from this paper pack, because I gave it all away in the kits. But you can kind of see that this is the paper piece design that I've chosen, which was all connected into one 12 by 12 piece. I've done some stamping already on a couple of these sheets, but what the idea is that you're going to cut this down, this sheet, and get yourself 3 squares out of it. 3 out of the 4. You've got a spare bit for later on, and these measure 13.5 by 13.5 centimetres. So you just have to chop your paper down with your trimmer to those dimensions, and just make sure that you've got the tree images in your square, with a little gap here for stamping your greeting onto. So that's really all it is. That's what it looks like on the other side. So I've obviously got these pieces already done. This one I need to trim down because I've chopped it, but it's still a little bit too large, this one. So I'm just going to cut it down to 13.5. So I think I'll just cut it there. It just chops that little bit of the tree off, but that's fine. I'll just cut a little bit off the top so that the top of the tree is in that square, and then I'll make sure it's 13.5 by cutting the bottom of that tree off there. So that's how I've got my square, and the next thing to do is to stamp onto that. So chosen one of the greetings from the Holly Jolly Wishes, which has got some lovely nice big bold greetings on there. I'm going to use this Merry Christmas to You one, and you could use black on here, no problem. You could actually use any colour and give it a little bit of a pop of a different colour if you wanted to, but I'm sticking to the sort of neutrals for these, the greys and the black. So you could use smoky slate or the basic grey, which is what I'm using, or like I say, just black. So in your kit you've got your card base, your square card base, and this has just been created from a bit of card that measures 29 centimetres by 14.5, and scored in half at 14.5. And then you've got a matte layer, and that measures 14 centimetres by 14, and this piece will go on to that matte layer like that. So that's how you glue it all down. So glue your paper piece onto your matte layer first, and that will get stuck onto your card base. Okay, and then for the inside of the card, I've given you a white piece there. That just makes it a little bit more substantial, and also because your card base might be a different grey actually in your kit, but if it's a little bit darker, then you've got something to write on as well. So I'm going to stamp onto that. I'm going to use this tree stamp that comes in this Peaceful Cabin set, and just find a block, mount that, and then I'll use the lighter grey this time, the smoky slate. I'm just going to stamp some trees along the bottom overlap them slightly. Like so. And then stick that down into the inside of the card. And I'm just going to leave it blank inside to write a message. And then the last thing is to decorate with your rhinestones. So you can pop these anywhere. This one, I added them to the tops of all the trees, and that was an idea of one of my class ladies. And this one I just popped some randomly. So you've got some different sizes in here, and I always try and use an odd number just to give it a little bit of sparkle. So there you go, there's a nice simple card to start you off, and just look out for the next video for the second card design.